Hey you guys, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is? It's time for Sew on Wednesday. Hi, my name is Lorene. I just want to welcome you to my channel. Well, it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I decided I wanted to make sure I got one more video out there before Thanksgiving. I told you guys I would see you in 2 weeks, and here I am. It's been 2 weeks, so I hope you guys are doing good out there. And we're doing just great. I'm getting ready for my family to come over tomorrow, and I'm going to be cooking like everybody else probably. Some of my baking, I'm going to do some of my baking today, which is going to be an apple pie. Now Mrs. Smith is coming to help me with that. I decided I did not want to hassle with making a fresh apple pie, which would be pretty good. But Mrs. Smith is helping me with that. But I am making a homemade pumpkin pie, and I'm making homemade ginger cookies, or molasses cookies. They're very good. Actually, they're from Paula Deen. One of Paula Deen's recipes many years ago. Delicious, very soft and chewy. My husband loves them. Let me see, what else am I making? I'm making rolls today because they need to rise because of the yeast. And sausage balls. So that's what I'm doing today. I am cooking actually baking some of my things. And tomorrow, of course, I'll do my turkey and mac and cheese and cornbread dressing and green bean casserole. I think that's about it. Turkey gravy. Yep. All the good stuff. So anyway, okay. Well, I know you guys tuned in to see what I'm up to. So that's what I'm up to as far as cooking. Now I'm going to show y'all what I'm up to as far as cross stitch and my yo-yos. I have a yo-yo update. I started a new project with my yo-yos, and I finished a project I was working on with my yo-yos. And I've started a new cross stitch, and the rest of my things I'm going to show you are whips that I've been working on. I just pulled out a few new ones to show y'all. Well, first of all, I want to show you guys what I bought. This has nothing to do with sewing, but you guys, I know I like to show y'all things when I find a good deal. I found this. This is an amaryllis. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it's a Christmas flower. And it blooms. It'll be blooming probably just in time for Christmas. But they've got it they've got the bulb. Whoever did this, came up with this idea, was a great idea. They dip it in wax. So you don't have to water it or anything. You just set it on wherever, near a window, and so it gets plenty of light, and it just starts growing from the top here, and it will bloom usually 2 or 3 beautiful flowers. And I got, hold on just a second, I've got the little thing that came with it. Mine's going to be red. But it also they also had it in white and red. This was at my Home Depot. I found this, and it was $9.99. And I wanted one of these really bad because I've had them before. It was gifted to me about 3 years ago by a friend, and I just never seen anything like this with the bulb dipped in wax before. And it bloomed beautifully. Every morning I got up and I was just looking at it, and it's fun to watch when it's growing. And I thought, oh my goodness. And finally, when it did open up, the blooms, gorgeous, and they lasted for a couple of weeks. I thoroughly enjoyed them. But anyway, I had seen these at another place, and they were $39. And I was with my daughter. I said, there's no way I'm going to pay $39 for one bulb in wax, dipped in wax. So I came across this at Home Depot. So anyway, for you people out there that are looking for these, they have paper whites also. Dipped in wax, but it's a great way to have real flowers, fresh flowers in your house for the holidays. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this great deal I found. Had nothing to do with cross stitch. This is a bonus. All right, and I'm keeping it back here because on my tea, where my teapot's silver trays at, because I got 2 big windows here, and I have a window right here that goes out to my patio. And in the evening, well, late in the afternoon, I should say, it gets sunlight. So this was the only place in my house that would really work for it, because I had it on my kitchen countertop, which is over here, but it wasn't getting any natural sunlight coming through the window, so I put it over here. So as I continue to film my videos here at my kitchen table, you guys will be able to watch it grow with me. That'll be fun, huh? All right, I hope you guys are doing okay out there. Let's get started. All right, let me see what I'm doing here. Where's my pattern for this first one I want to show you? It's in the wrong spot. Just a second here. Let me get it. I've got it in my Christmas bag. And this is actually the pattern I'm fixing to show you as far as cross stitch. This is actually, this is the stocking that from the Vintage Christmas by Lori Holt. I did the stocking project bag from the pattern. Isn't that cute? Anyway, I started this. This is the Vintage Christmas Sampler by Lori Holt. And it's by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet Company. It's So Emma. And I had started this a while back. I got this about 2 years ago from my daughter for Christmas. And she gave me the whole kit. So, and I only had this first little border done around the candy canes. I had not done any candy cane or anything. I had done no sewing except for that. So I did pick it up and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I've done this whole first row here. I've done the candy cane, the gingerbread man, and the stocking. And talking about the gingerbread man, later in my video, we're going to talk about him some more because I'm doing something extra with him. And I've now worked my way down. I'm working on this Christmas tree. And this pattern, you can put either buttons on it or you can just put French knots if you want to. She's got buttons and I have bought the buttons. Oh, I believe it came with the buttons. Yeah. So I'm going to be adding buttons. So let me show you my cross stitch now. You're going to have to pardon my wrinkles because I'm trying to get the video out for you guys, so I didn't have time to iron or anything like that. So, because I got cooking to do just like you guys. So anyway, I wanted to show you really quick how cute this is. Oh my gosh. I love the colors. I love everything about it. I need to tell you what I'm sewing. Let me see. What is this? Hold on. If I got it written down somewhere, because this is not the normal Aida cloth. This is Aida. This is 14 count. But let me see. Let me see my card in here. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find my card. I am so sorry, people. I thought I had everything. I thought I was organized for this video, but no, I'm not. And you know what? I don't have it in here. So I am going to guess. Huh. No, there it is. It's on the back. Huh. Okay, it's 14 count. Dirty is the name of this, the color of this Aida. Dirty. But isn't this darling? So, so cute. So anyway, we'll come back and talk about the gingerbread man later, like I said. And did y'all see my covered button I made? This is a needle minder. And I made this from Bee in My Bonnet's got stitch cards out. And I made it from that. The stitch cards. I made a lot of these cover button from these stitch cards. So anyway, I've got a video on that too if y'all want to go back and watch the video on how I made the cover buttons. So anyway, so this is Vintage Christmas Sampler by Lori Holt. It's going to be so darling. It's easy stitch too, so you can do it easily by watching TV and everything. And I love, like I said, I love the colors. I'm having fun doing this. Matter of fact, I'm trying to find another cross stitch by her, since this is so easy to do. So let me put this in here so I don't lose it. Just see, that clanging you hear is that little snowman right there hitting my table. I thought I would show it to you since he's making so much noise. Yep, he just hit the table again. All right, this next one is a new start. I just started it, matter of fact, last night. It's called Christmas Joy by Shannon Christine. And I like to start my projects, my cross stitch projects on the bottom here in the left hand corner. So I'm down here working right here. I've only got a little bit done. Like I said, I just started on it last night, but I'm working right there. I want to get up here to this teddy bear so bad, but that's where I'm heading, towards the teddy bear. So I'm doing it on white chocolate, 14 count, Ada, 2/1. Let me see. And pardon the thread, it's still attached because, like I said, I was working on it last night. And this is what I've gotten done. Not much to see. Oh my goodness, I've got thread. I still need to zigzag this. I have not zigzagged the side of my Ada yet, the edges of my Ada. And like I said, this is white chocolate, I believe I said. Yeah, white chocolate, 14 count Ada. I'm doing this on DMC threads. I'm using all the call for colors. They were DMC colors. So it's going to be really cute. The little teddy bear is going to go right there. So next time you see this, you'll be able to see him. I plan on having him done. So this is Christmas Joy by Shannon Christine. And there is some half stitches in here and back stitching also. If you look, you can see there's going to be some back stitching all the way through it. So if you don't like back stitching, this is not the one for you. But it's a really easy stitch. It's not hard to do. It's going to be so darling. So cute. Okay. Put this over here. You know how this works. We got to put everything back in the bag so we don't lose it or misplace it. Don't get confused to what in the world's going on. Okay, this next one is an oldie but goodie. I've had this one for a while and I pulled it out and decided I need to do something with it. Work on it a little bit at least. It's by Sugar Stitches and it's Kringle's Kitchen Sampler. This one is a really big one too. So I'm down here, I'm working on here, and I've been just working on the border, going up on the border. That's what I've been working on. And I'm gonna have to frog some stuff out because I was not paying attention. I just thought, well, I'll get the border done first. So I started just sewing away across here with the red blocks. Did not pay attention, like I said, that there's a gingerbread cookie, a cupcake, a gingerbread man. All this food down here is part of the border. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go frog. I got to about right here before I realized it. And I'm gonna have to go frog my border out. So I'll show you what I've done. I'm doing this on 14 count. It's called, it's Ada, 14 count Ada, and it's named Minty Green Opalescent. So it's got a shimmer to it. It's really, really pretty. Very pretty. Pardon my thread. I've got another thread hanging here. I've got threads everywhere, people. Well, okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see the shine or not. But this is what I've been working on. I've been working on the border going up this way. And I started working on the border and I should have stopped. I should have stopped right here, but I didn't. Because that's where that gingerbread and cupcake comes into the border. So I'm gonna have to frog this out. I'm just glad I did not go all the way across the bottom to the next corner and realize it. Then I would have a lot of stuff to undo. So this is gonna be really, really cute. What happened to my snowman? He's standing on his head. There we go. He had a little accident. There you go. So isn't this pretty? I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it has a lot of sparkle in it, and it's a beautiful minty green. Ada. I think the camera, yeah, if I pull it back this way, the camera is showing the true color. It's almost like a bluish green. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. So this is Kringle's Kitchen Sampler by Sugar Stitches. Super cute, super easy, super fun. There's no back stitching or anything like that in this one. It's all just solid cross stitching, no half stitches, no nothing like that. So it's a really easy pattern to follow. So I like Sugar Stitches. Had to spit that one out, didn't I? Huh. Okay, the next one is, let me see. Oh, this is a big one. Now you guys, I've been working on this every week, so this is going to look familiar to you. It's Kringles. It is Kringles. Let me take it out of the paper so you can see it. Little House Needleworks Kringles. And it's cute little old-fashioned department store filled with holiday treats and toys and all kinds of cute things. And it's a big one. So I've been working down here. I've got this corner done. And I'm still working on the door. Last time y'all saw it, I had half the door done. Now I've got the other half. I'm still working on it. It's a big door. But it's darling. It really is. So this is 14 count Ada I'm doing it on, called Graceful Gray. And it's all the DMC Call for colors I'm using. Some of it's in the hoop. I'm just not going to take it out, but you can pretty much see what I've been doing. Let me see if I can get this on here. So part of this is in the hoop, like I said, but you can see where I'm working over here. This is completed except for the French knots. I haven't put the French knots in yet on the eyes and the teddy bears. I'm going to do that last. But since you guys seen it, I finished this door, put the Christmas wreath up there. I finished up here. Then I came down here and started working. I finished this door, this side of the door, which is a lot of sewing. My goodness, solid stitching. But it's going to be darling. So I hope to have this finished next time you see it, the whole door, which will be filling all this in, coming down, and filling all this in right here, and putting the other Christmas wreath. And there's going to be another deer right here too, and a lantern. So, and I've got some gold to add to that too. I'm using a gold thread for all the brass that they have. It's not cute. Oh my gosh, it's so darling. So this is by Little House Needleworks, and its name is Kringles. This is a fun one too, but it is big, really big. Lots of threads. All DMC, so you don't have to pay a lot of money for the expensive, you know, ones that are colored and everything. But look at me threads. I get them on sale whenever I can, but Hobby Lobby's still the best deal, 53 cents right now. Even when Joann's has them on sale, I don't think they can beat the 53 cents. And Michael's used to offer a 20% coupon. I'm not even sure they're doing that anymore. It's been a long time since I've been into a Michael's. So, but they do sell DMC threads there too. Okay, let me see. The next one is Out of the Magic of Christmas, which I have done so many patterns out of this book. My goal is to do every one of them. So anyway, I've made a lot of Christmas ornaments, which I need to show you guys before the end of the year, before the Christmas holidays are over, all my Christmas ornaments that I've made from this book. But this is the Magic of Christmas. And I'm doing the Tree of Treats, but I didn't do too much on it. I will show you what I've done because I did work on it a little bit. But I'm over here and I'm finishing up this little cake right here. I started working on this cake. So I'll show you what I've got done. And remember, this is the one on Pink Ada. It is beautiful. It's 14 count Pink Ada. I just love this. And this is what I've got done. Haven't done much. I've just been working over here. It's really pretty. This is one of my favorite ones I'm working on right now. It's, I don't know, it's just, I love the pink. And like I said, one of you guys told me y'all were doing this on pink, and I thought, what a great idea, and I had Pink Ada. I'm not sure what shade this is of pink and what it's called, but it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. So that's the Tree of Treats out of the Magic of Christmas. A lot of color changes, so it's taking me a while to, I mean, when you start working on it, you have to take your time because they're all small objects in this pattern, and it just takes time to do it right. So there you have it. I've got a lot to do, but we know one stitch at a time will get you there. So, so cute. And there's another one I'm working on in here. And it's called Christmas Morning. Let me show it to you. And this one, I was able to do a little bit more. I've been working on this little girl right here. It's hard to hold this book up. Here. And then this pink package. I finished this pink package up here. Such a cute, cute pattern. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love the vintage Christmas. Oh my goodness. Especially when it has children in it. Oh my. Just precious, I'm telling you. This is what I've gotten done. Isn't that pretty? Look how beautiful that package is. I love that pink. And it's got orange in it too. So I've got that done. Of course, I need to still do the back stitching, but all the cross stitching is done. And I've started on the little girl down here. I'm still working on her. But this is going to be so, so cute. So beautiful. I love the colors. This is its own 14 count white Ada I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm using all the DMC Call for colors. So, so pretty. So this is Christmas morning. See if I can hold it up here. Christmas morning out of the Magic of Christmas by Miss Veronique, which is my favorite designer. So pretty. Just saying, just so pretty. Oh, y'all notice my little corner bookmarker. I made a bunch of those last year. And I've done a video on how to do these too. These make great stocking stuffers and just gifts to give to your friends. So they're really, really cute. Here's another one. So if you're interested in making these, because you still have plenty of time, it doesn't take long to make them, just go check out my video. I've got a video on how to make these bookmarkers. They're called corner bookmarkers. I may make some more this year and give away. I need to get my stuff together. Just get my stuff together, people, to do that. Okay, that's it for my cross stitch. But next, I want to show y'all what I've been doing with my yo-yos. I'm so excited. I got to find that one cross stitch I was telling you about with the gingerbread man. Had to pull him out first. Okay, first of all, I finished my yo-yos that I'm using to cover my sewing machine with, my sewing machine cover. I actually, in my sewing room, I'm calling it my sewing room now. It's actually my guest room / sewing room. I've got a table that was in here that was small in there now, which I love it. It's a round table, small round table I'm using for my sewing table. I've moved my sewing machine on the table and I have my yo-yo cover on top of it. And it is so pretty. Not only is it protecting my sewing machine from getting dusty when I'm not using it, but it's beautiful. When you walk into the room, you go, oh, how beautiful. The colors just pop. So anyway, so I finished it. So here it is. I had to add about 4 more rows since y'all have seen it. But this is my sewing machine yo-yo cover I finished. And it just drapes over the sewing machine, which I will show y'all one day. Probably after the holidays, I'll start filming some in there in the sewing room. And you'll be able to see my sewing machine actually, you know, covered with this. But this is the way it really drapes over it, like this. It drapes just like that. And I made it to be perfectly, go to side to side, to bottom. So I thought about putting something to tie it right here, but I think I just like it just being draped. That way I can just pull it off. But I finished it. I know you guys have been watching me work on this forever, it seems like. I didn't count how many yo-yos I did. So it's quite a few. So I got that done. Woohoo! Woohoo! And the next thing, I was sitting there one night just looking at my vintage Christmas sampler I was working on, and I thought I would love to do that gingerbread man out of yo-yos. I thought, well, why can't I? Why can't I do that gingerbread man out of yo-yos? Instead of doing cross stitches, do a yo-yo for each cross stitch. So I went to Joann's and bought some brown fabric. I bought 2 yards of this. Some red fabric. Some white. And some green. And this is what I've done. Now, y'all don't laugh, okay? Y'all don't laugh. He's going to be cute. I think there's hope for him. I've never did yo-yos like this before. But look at him. He's my little gingerbread yo-yo man. Isn't he cute? And look how little those yo-yos are. Now this is going to be his arm. I know it doesn't look right. But I've started to add the green for background so I can get that arm like it's supposed to be going off like this. It's just too heavy. It won't stay up like that. Because at first my plan was I was just going to make his body. Okay? But it's not going to work because his arms are too heavy and his legs would be too heavy, especially his arms because they're coming out to the side. If you look at this pattern, they're coming out to the side. So I'm going ahead and filling in the green around him. So the green's going to probably come out about this far. But isn't that darling? It reminds me of when my kids were little, I used to do a lot of birthday cakes and baby shower cakes, things like that. I decorated cakes. And I actually used the tip was a star tip. And I would do the buttercream icing on the cake, and I would make a design out of doing the star tip on the icing. And this looks just like looks like icing to me. When my daughter came over and I showed it to her, she goes, "Mom, that reminds me." I said, "I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it reminds you of one of the cakes I made." She goes, "Yeah, because you used that star tip, and those yo-yos looks just like that star tip on those cakes that you made with the buttercream icing." I go, "I know, right?" But isn't he darling? Now it's going to take a lot of yo-yos to make it, but I think he's going to be really, really cute. What I did, I wanted a 1-inch yo-yo. These are 1 inches when they're done, when they're sewn up, okay? So I had to start off with 2.5 inches to get the 1-inch yo-yo. So I made me a little template out of cardstock, 2.5 inches, and I just went and cut out my yo-yos and started sewing them up. But isn't he adorable? I'm so proud of him. I've never done anything like this. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on my little gingerbread man and how he's coming along, and hopefully I bought enough fabric to finish him. If not, I know where Joann's is at, and hopefully definitely the brown and the green, because I know I might need more of that. I bought 2.5 yards of the brown, I think 2 yards of the green. So I'll have to see. Hopefully I have enough. But anyway, I had to show him off to y'all. My little grandson, he came over. Him and my granddaughter, they came over. And at the time, I only had, when he saw it, I only had this done and one of, let me see if I can bend it up. Like this. I only had that done, and this green wasn't here. And he said, "Mimi, are you making a car?" I said, "No, it's going to be a gingerbread man." He goes, "That does not look like a gingerbread man." He goes, "Something's not right." I cracked up. I go, "Honey, he'll look like one once Mimi gets done with it." So anyway, he came over, just a few days ago again, and I had this much done. He goes, "Oh," he goes, "I can see him now." So, but when I was first starting, nobody knew what it was. It's like, "Do you know what you're doing?" I go, "I'm not sure what I'm doing." But anyway, I think he's turning out okay now, so. All right, you guys, well, that's it for my video. I'm glad y'all joined me. Thank you for tuning in and coming on my cross-stitch, yo-yo, crochet, whatever I'm working on, adventure with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving We have so much to be thankful for. That's for sure. We do have a lot to be thankful for. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks. All right? Okay, keep on stitching. No, one stitch at a time will get you there. Remember that, one stitch at a time. All right, God bless you guys. Bye-bye now.